Yay!
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 Hello. Is it all working?
You're in your booth.
Yes. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was in a quiet space because the kids are off at the moment. So, it's just as noisy outside as it is in my head at the moment. So, yeah, I need to get to the quietest place possible.
Oh, nice to connect with you again, Sean. It's been a little while, hasn't
It
it?
has. It's good to hear from you. It really is.
Yeah.
So, how's things
Yeah.
been?
Interesting.
Oh,
Always interesting. Um, I was just about to say I had a little cry at the end of the Lucy Spraggan concert. Um, oh, on Saturday night. Yeah, just it's stuff that comes back at this time of year.
mm,
And I messaged somebody actually, a connection of mine last night, and she said the same. Personal difficulties, a bereavement on Christmas Day many years ago, but it still comes back
mm.
at this time of year, doesn't it? So it can be a toughie. I mean, it's good to like celebrate that we're still here, right?
Yes.
We're still here. But it's also we can't forget what's the past particularly.
No.
Um,
And
so
it's
yeah,
important not to
yeah,
as well because
sure.
it's sometimes it can be sad, but it's bittersweet because some of those the reason why it's sad is sometimes because of the good memories that they bring.
Yes.
So
I was just going to
it's
say the memories, the memories. Where's your Christmas hat, by the way, Sean?
um
Is it tucked
oh
away?
yeah, well, normally we've got them in a special place for Christmas. We all have our own Christmas hats that we have at Christmas dinner. And well, I can't really have the tiara anymore, so yeah, I have to find something else to fit just as well.
Lovely. Well, I've got mine ready for. I have a little collection, as you can probably appreciate. This is the very special one. That's
Oh,
the very
amazing!
special one.
My daughter's got a little version of that one actually.
Yeah.
Oh, tell you what, I know where it is. I'm going to go and grab that one.
Okay.
I'll be like 20 seconds.
I was thinking having a hat makes you feel in a slightly different mood. What do you think? Hmm. Hmm. So I've found something, and whilst Sean's doing his thing, found something really cute. I want to show you.
Yeah.
I think I can even wag his tail. So I got these from my parents. Hopefully my mum won't watch this. I've got this from my parents because I was like, they can't go out in the woods or the wildlife anymore, but I'm going to bring that to them. So yeah,
Excellent. That's a great idea.
my mum does kind of live on a second floor flat, so she does have a good view of the birds and everything. My dad lives in a first floor flat and has a good view of the dogs being walked on the field. Let's have a look at yours. Whoa, that's a bit like, oh, it's got a
There we
little
go.
star. That's
It's a
cute.
children's hat. It's squeezing, but yeah, it works. As it well, it's properly like knitted as well, so it doesn't have that sort of normal like elastic give. So yeah. I've got green on my forehead now. There we go. Perfect.
I think my alarm's going to go off every 10 minutes because I forgot to turn it off. Anyway.
That's normally my thing.
If I don't forget anything during the day, I do worry. Like,
Yeah.
what? Have I not forgotten anything today? Well, that's a miracle.
That's what normally. Yeah, I've got everything set to loud, so downstairs I'll hear a beep beep beep. I was like, "Yep, that's the washing's finished." Then the next thing, yeah, dishwasher's done. It's like out of sight, out of mind, isn't it?
I don't have those noises anymore, unfortunately. So what I do is I set my alarm for different things. So I set my
That's a
alarm for
good.
this, and I set my alarm 30 minutes for the dishwasher, an hour for the washing machine. But you got to remember then what it was for, that alarm.
Yeah. And then you're double checking with your to-do list as well. It's like, right, okay, this is this time. I think that's that one.
It's a long to-do list. Do you ever make a plan for the next week, Sean? Are you ever a planner, or
No,
like, are you a winger or a planner?
or it's a bit of both, I think, because I don't really do the stuff for the week. But I try and have a set, and I do have quite a rigid set of what I like to do during the day. So it would be from 9:30 till 10, I'll be doing X. From 10 till 11, I'll be doing auditions. 11 till 12, editing, sending those down. So it has to be from that time. So if I miss that time, I then don't panic, and then I can go, right, I'll just do that in the morning tomorrow. Because if I miss things, especially because I'm quite an anxious person. If I miss that, I then go, right, I've got to do it, and then everything else gets put back. So I was doing some CBT a year or so ago, and the lady said, well, just do that instead. Just put it as if you've missed it today, do it tomorrow instead, and just make sure that you don't miss it tomorrow, even if you're missing something else. So that's kind of helped. So knowing that you can do it tomorrow and that everything's not set in stone. So that's, that's something that's, otherwise I do just end up just going,
Good
all
tip,
the time.
because I'm there working till 11 o'clock going, I forgot to do the newsletter
Yeah.
again. I kind of don't worry too much about it, but I know that if I've got a busy Friday and it goes out on a Friday, how am I going to slot it in? And I don't like to miss that. I'm going to get really hot now. I don't like to kind of miss that.
And it's nice to have that
slot,
consistency
whatever.
as well. If not just for other people, just for you. I don't know if you're anything like that, but if I have something that I'm doing and delivering at a specific time at a specific day, it makes me feel a bit better when it goes out at that time and at that day. Even if you are setting it to schedule, it shows that you're doing things at a regular place. Might have been like when we were younger, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, it's 6 o'clock, Simpsons, come on!" Instead of
I think
you
it's the
know what to
dopamine
expect.
of achieving it. I think it's the
Yeah,
dopamine of achieving it, and yay, I've done it. And I can go to bed peacefully knowing that I've done it, rather than panicking all night thinking this is what I've got to remember to do tomorrow, even if I've
yeah.
written it down. That like inner panic of I forgot to do it and I've got to do it tomorrow.
Mm. Waking up at 4 a.m, just going, "Oh god." Exactly. Yeah.
So shows you to do this with laughter, Sean. Shows you to do list.
It's, it's what with the long, yeah.
It's a real long one, right?
And then it just goes into hysteria by the end of it.
Laughing about how many things we've got on our to-do list is
Oh,
is one
well,
of the
that's
best.
something that, it's something that I've recently found out is because there's nihilism, but there's also absurdism, which is sort of like understanding that life is just far out of your control and laughing into the face of it. And it's just sort of, that's one that really sort of knowing just how absurd life is and just laughing the whole way through. It's like, that's how it should go.
That's it. It's laughing off the absurdities of the problems, the things that you can't control, that are just going to hit you when you least expect
Exactly.
it.
Starting off
Yeah,
well.
it's great. But and also, setting boundaries as well. I'm like, okay, no, I don't want to do that on that day.
Mm.
And I've got I've had an email like on, when was it, yesterday, and I'm like, I don't actually want to answer an email, a work email. I've had a weekend off and I don't want to answer a work email on a Sunday, so I've left it for today, until today, because like that's what normal people do. They don't answer emails on a Sunday.
It's a weird sort of realization, isn't it? Where Yeah, when you're working for yourself, you're like, oh, I've got to email, like answer this straight away, and then someone is, no, you don't. It's the weekend. They're probably not going to read it, and you're like, oh yeah. Pass the popcorn.
Okay, there you go. There's your popcorn. You're gonna eat
Yes, thank you.
it. Always with laughter. Now, Gavin
Mm.
Oates showed a video the other day. I don't know whether you follow Gavin Oates. He's a scream. He's lovely,
Oh,
and
excellent.
is an inspirational author and speaker. And he said, "How do you eat your popcorn?" So maybe we should do this exercise today of how do we eat our popcorn? Do we eat it just one little tiny bit and it goes down, or do we have a big clump? Or do we just
Well, I'm a sharer, so we have one bucket like between us. So I'll normally get the whole and then one at a time out of my claw.
Okay, all right, let's do this with laughter then. All right.
Oh, toffee cookie. Oh, yep. Got to have some Santa laughing in there as well.
Who's in there? See, if each piece of popcorn had a different laugh, what would happen?
Oh, you got the unpopped. You got the unpopped kernels that go. And or is it the bigger the bigger the lump that you eat, the more laughing it would be. So you have one, and it's a. Then you go. No, yeah, bits flying everywhere. You're turning yourself into a popcorn machine.
We do have popcorn laughter where we like bounce around and pop.
Yeah. Or when you're trying to keep it hidden, and then you do feel like a popcorn machine because your shoulders are going, but you're going.
Somebody tells you a joke and you've got a mouthful of popcorn.
That's one that gets me a lot is when they've got the mouthful of water and then you're trying not to laugh, but it just it gives you that giggle cycle that makes it even funnier. And you're. Oh,
I do love it. You know, when you have a bag of chips, right, or crisps, probably crisps over Christmas, and you show somebody the biggest crisp, right? This is another of Gavin Oates. You see how inspirational Gavin Oates is to my exercises. So he always says, "Don't you feel great when you find the biggest crisp, right? And you want to show it to everybody." Look at my crisp.
it is. It's always with a laugh as well. And it depends on what the size is as well. You've got the one the size of the packet, and you're like, oh, look at that boy! I won! Well, what did you do to win it? I was lucky!
I was lucky, but I was laughing. That's why it got bigger.
I'll be doing that over Christmas as well, blowing something up, and then something will happen that will get you laughing, and then you're having to laugh into the balloon or whatever it is. You can literally see your laughs inflating.
Now, isn't that a lovely thought? Isn't that a wonderful thought that you've got a giggle balloon?
A giggle balloon, I love it. And then you'll pop it, and then all of those giggles will just release all at once.
delightful, isn't it? It's amazing what kind of laughter exercises you can conjure up with just the things that you do, the fun that you have over Christmas, and just creating something that's different. Now, there's a little game that I'd like to play with you, Sean. You don't know anything about this, all right? This is called the What If game, all right? And I know you've got an amazing imagination. I know you're a creative. So the thing, what if cars had ice skates instead of wheels, right? What if? So we're just going to go to the absurdity of what if penguins had wheels? What if can you think of?
What if? Oh, there's some really good ones there. What if birds had arms instead of wings? They're just sort of there on the tree, like. Although, yeah, the seagulls then would be awful, wouldn't they? They'd just be running up to you. Hey, mate, give me a chip. What? Mantis style.
Yeah. What if, let's have a think. What if pound notes were edible?
Well, that'd be dangerous, wouldn't it?
No, that probably is.
What if chocolate coins were real currency?
Yeah.
That would be dangerous there.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Can I have a fiver? No, I ate it, sorry. That's the world's most expensive hot chocolate there. I know, but I put the heating on by accident.
What if, I'm thinking about teeth now, all right? What if teeth were cardboard?
You'd have your morning juice and then your teeth a bit. Have you had your Weetabix? Well, guess look at her teeth. Instead of cleaning them, you'd have to cut new ones out every day. Have you done your teeth today? Yeah, look, you got the cardboard, like the Argos sticker, like there.
That would be a cheap dentist, wouldn't it? Because you just go, yeah, I'm just going to renew my teeth.
Yes. Was that okay for you, sir? It was a bit hard. You just got a nice big cardboard dent. Had a bone in it.
So this is just like being playful. This is really good for the brain to make great decisions in life and think of innovative ways of doing things by using that game. And there are so many games that you could, word games that you could play, but that's just one of them that I came across in a book that I'm listening to on Audible, all about how play matters as an adult. So yeah,
there's another. I don't know if you know about the words that make you laugh. It's not even that they're funny words. It's just the way that they sound are quite a funny one. What was like? Was it guffaw? I know that's just a word for laughing anyway, but just the word guffaw is just so funny to me. And it really does paint that picture of a or even the opposite one, harumph. I saw him harumphing down the road. That's a great one as well.
How do you harumph down the road?
Exactly. Harumph, harumph. It's got a bit of a rhythm to it.
I love it. Thanks for joining, everybody. I do love this. There was a word game that I played once, just by accident, as we were going on the London Underground. Right? Do you live near London?
About an hour away from London, yeah.
Okay. And So all these loads and loads and loads of different stations, and we made them into something else. So like Angel's next stop. Okay, what words can we make out of angel? What can we add to it or take away or whatever? So we were like angel wings, snow angel, da 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 da. And it becomes funnier if you're thinking of something like something gate, say, as well, and taking words away. So it could be, I don't know, gag, I don't know, Buckingham gag or something. So, just thinking and seeing words in a different way. So I'm looking at this is my year. How could I alter that? This is a wonderful year. This is my rubbish year. This is the most wonderful year of my life. This is
Or
the
even
year.
pronouncing the words differently is quite a fun one.
Yeah.
My wonderful year.
There you
or Tottenham Court Road, Tottenham Cowart. Have you put the HDMI into the telly or into the TV? Have you put the hootney in the tube?
Just doing like silly things makes huge. The world just seem lighter. The world just seems lighter.
I think everyone gets told too many times to act serious or be serious, and no, that's where the fun lies, is in the silly. That's where I get told off a lot at home, because I will, especially at bedtime, because then I'll just be messing around with the kids and being extra silly. And it's like, they're meant to be in bed, and they're rolling around with laughter and like, I'm not tired anymore. And like, yeah, that was my bad. Sorry. I just had a thought. I had to run with it.
But isn't that fun? And that's how it should be at bedtime, for the kids to go to bed on a real high and go, oh my goodness, I just had such a good memory with my dad, or with my friend. I just had such a good laugh with my friend, and feeling content about life as you go to sleep. Then thinking, and that's like why a lot of people do gratitude at night, to put themselves on a more of a high. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Honestly. I had a client, and she was always shouting at her kids. She was so stressed, and she was shouting at her kids, and she started doing laughter yoga with me during lockdown. And then she started playing with her kids, and running around and doing fun games at bedtime. Probably winding them up a little bit. But then they were exhausted through the laughter, and they were like, oh, I love it. I love you, Mom. This was the best night. And she's just carried on doing it. So I think that's so special, and that creates memories, and the bond gets strengthened.
It's so easy to fall out of that as well, especially when life gets a bit stressful, as it does. I mean, all it does year on year at the moment, it feels like it's just getting harder for everyone. And it's difficult to do it. But if you can get, especially as you do as well, just push someone into a bit of a silly moment, they will just go, oh yeah, it is time to be silly. What are we talking about? Like, enjoy it. I mean, we've only got one life. Might as well, just make the most out of it and just have a giggle as you go.
Just have fun. I don't know whether you saw what I was doing with my dad. I was like, okay, I think he needs a bit of playtime, lightening up, especially come winter. So I always try and think of something, and I keep my eyes open for opportunities to play, if I'm honest, with him, just something to bond us. And I found these push little tiny racing cars, and he had the best half hour having fun with these little racing cars, because he used to love driving his cars.
Excellent. It was my dad's birthday recently, and he's recently got his LP player back. So years ago he sold his LPs, and there was one that I remember when I was little. It was Jasper Carrot. I don't know if you remember him, And just looking through like at charity shops, I found a Jasper Carrot LP, and as soon as he opened it, we put it on, and it was it takes you back, but it's just as funny as like that first time. And like, even though it can be just totally silly, like it doesn't even make sense, or it's not as funny as it would be. Like, you're still in stitches because of the memories that it is, and it's, yeah,
Reflecting back on how you felt and just
exactly,
reliving
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's super. I love that. I love it. And how old's your dad?
uh,
Sure.
62, 60, 62, yes. So
Right. Not far off me.
As well, I always get, because I've got this now as well. People think, because he's got a full head of hair, so people think I'm closer to his age. I'm like, I'm his son. Cheek of it.
Keep wearing that hat.
Exactly. Yeah. I just got to get myself. Oh no, I've got a naked tree now. Hold on.
A little piece of cardboard from your teeth.
Here we go. I got my baubles back. Oh, pardon. There we go.
Yeah, the pom-poms, the bubbles.
Yeah.
Love it. Do you know, I've been so lax about decorating the house this year.
Yes, same here.
I can't really get into it. So I just did my normal of pulling down something, and it's just like this white wire thing, and you plug it in, and it comes to life. And I think that's a bit like us, really. We need to be plugged in and come to life. So where's the socket?
Exactly. Not that one.
So, folks, if you're watching this, or when you're watching this, find your socket to bring you back to life.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Not that one.
However that
Not
is.
that one.
And if your hair stands on end, even better.
Exactly. Easy to style. Who needs hairspray when you've got electricity?
No, I actually didn't mean like the electricity socket. I just meant like whatever lights you up. I'm really not advocating for people to plug themselves into the electricity. I really don't want to be sued for that. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a joke.
But if you
Anyone, it's a joke. Do not do that.
don't do that at home. Don't do this, folks. Have a supervised adult.
Yeah. No, have a sensible adult. That's what you. Because technically, I'm an adult, but I wouldn't trust myself with me.
The influence of other creatives who are playful is amazing, isn't it? It's being in the right community and having the right people around you that brings you to life sometimes.
Yes.
And I think that's really important, that, you know, we should keep in touch, Sean, definitely.
Yeah.
If anybody is free to laugh with, I think there's 15-20 other people signed up for Christmas Day laughter and New Year's Eve laughter. It's 10 a.m. It's not New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve day.
I'd already be 3 pints deep by then.
We're just going to have some fun and some play, and why not? Because life is for living. Absolutely, it's absolutely for living.
Life's for laughing.
Life's for laughing. My dad has laughed a lot through his life. He's 94, and he's
Amazing.
laughed a lot. And he laughs at himself, and that is so powerful, to laugh at yourself, laugh at your problems, laugh at the silly things they've done. And I'm going with that. I'm definitely going with that. So, you know, I tried to empty the dehumidifier the other day. I emptied it all over the floor. I'm like, okay, Sarah, that was a bit daft, wasn't it?
Well, to be fair though, like some of those dehumidifiers, we got one of them. You try and pour it away, and then it ends up your arm. You're like, how? Again, it comes to like you need an adult to empty that thing. It's like apparently I'm not an adult anymore.
Well, you know, if we can all keep young by being funny and being silly and laughing about stuff, then that's great. And it's great for our morale, our mental health, mental strength, our brain to work better, to keep going and have such a, you know, stay with the positive people who plug themselves in regularly.
Daddy! Wrong daddy! Wrong daddy! Charging at 100%.
Charger, you can see the charge go. Oh, up we go.
That would be great. My daughter, when she was little, she had a toy that was battery powered, but it didn't have like the batteries. Even when they were new, they didn't have the power to completely do it. So it starts off going, but then by the end of it, it goes, and you do feel like that sometimes, don't you? Time for new batteries.
That's it. I mean, you can't pour from an empty battery, can you?
Exactly. Can't charge from an empty battery.
You can't charge any other people up from an empty battery. So that's why we need to look after ourselves and look after each other.
Yeah.
I'm all about kindness.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything else for Christmas?
Just enjoy. Yeah, I think it's just Christmas is a time to enjoy family and friends and close ones. And if Christmas on its own is a day or is a period that you can shut all the rest of the world out. It's okay for you to be selfish and enjoy those who give you good feelings. So yeah, be selfish, just enjoy your holiday period and laugh at least once. I mean, all the stuff that's on the TV, you got to laugh at least once. You don't even have to put any effort into that stuff. Yeah, just open something and that'll make you laugh as well. You get some fluffy handcuffs. You're like, no, Nan, sorry.
That would be the best present. But, you know, I do understand that there's people that are lonely and on their own. So whatever connection you can have with other people, or if you just want to treat it as another day, that's actually okay, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy doing and filling your own cup. It's whatever you like to do it, whatever. But if you can make a memory with somebody at some time over the festive period, then that's even better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, super duper. I've loved laughing with you.
And with you, I'm sorry I had to take my hat off in the end. I was laughing so much I could feel like a nice little warm bubble like building up. It's been
Imagine
fantastic.
It was quite tight, actually. Little
oh yeah, I can see your back.
I'll rub you better. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, Sean. I will keep in touch.
And you too.
And to everybody watching, thank you so much for watching. And happy Christmas to you. And take care of yourselves. And I'll see you really soon.
Happy holidays, everyone. Have a great time.
Holidays.
Hi, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo-hoo.